has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage.
Dude, like, I hardly know you, but one or the other. You said courage and like wisdom and courage. Like, what's that?
Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task?
No, not really. I don't even know. Actually, if you click no, he'll just, you know, say okay, then come back later.
Then enter brave Jake, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Jake. And Jake, when Navi speaks, break the fourth wall, to listen well to her words of wisdom.
Now see, that's actually where Navi derives her name from. If you can't tell, she's your guide. She's your navigator, per se. Hey, what's happening, guys? Gaming Watch here. I'm hoping this is the start of a new episode, because if it's not, I sound like a moron just saying this in the middle of an episode. Welcome to our first dungeon inside the great Deku Tree. I know this like the back of my hand, so I'm actually probably going to be like speeding through this. Unfortunately, this being my first LP, like I probably won't have a very big audience. If you watch this and you want me to slow down, I will leave it in the comments, but, you know, if this is, like, even, like, you know, a month or two, or a week or two after, you know, this happened, then, shut up, Navi! God, I'm trying to talk! Then I really can't help with that. I will try to explain everything I can. I will show you where everything is in the dungeon, of course. But, I don't know, I'm going to try to do this fast so I can kind of show off my skill at this game, because I definitely have skills. And, I know, the vines, why didn't you tell us this when we were climbing into the Lost Woods to get our first upgrade? That's why people think St. Abbey is so annoying. Anyway, giant-ass treasure chest, just kind of chilling here. Pick it up. What else do you do? There's crap. Do-do-do-do, and you get the dungeon map. Dungeon map, exactly where it says it is. That is a Skullwaltula. Careful not to touch it. You can actually climb up these vines. You have to avoid their vision or they will knock you off. It is hard, but there's an item that is required through this door. So you may as well come over here and get it. And yes, Navi. Yes, we understand why people think you're annoying. I know how to open a door. Pay attention to what they actually... Yes, I got that. Actually, guys, it is funny. You know, it's like, oh, I don't know how to open a door. But first time I played this game, actually, at that door, I kind of just skipped through what all she said, and I kept rolling into the door, and I was wondering why it wouldn't open. So, go figure. So break the fourth wall, and you won't. And if you hit the ground from a high cliff after jumping, you won't get hurt. Now that is the worst advice they can give you in this dungeon, unfortunately. I will show you why in a little bit, but I don't know why they decided to give it to you, this advice to you here, because that literally doing that hinders your progress in this dungeon. Again, we'll see that. Don't jump on that right now, right away. That crumbles. And if you don't want to go through a cutscene, leave that there. Just come up here. Another big treasure chest. Okay, duh. If you saw it to the left while it was cameras panning over, there is a treasure chest up there, but it's only like a recovery heart or something. And we get the fairy slingshot. Oh yeah, yeah. Everything. A lot of the cool things in this game are called fairy stuff, so that kind of sucks. So now to review, we have the Deku stick, the Deku nuts, and now we have the Deku seed. We are ready to Deku fertilize anything that stands in our way. Throwing everything into my... See, there's a ladder right there. You hit that with a Deku nut from your slingshot, and fall down and give you access. But if you just use that the second time through, you get to avoid a cutscene and Navi yelling at you. Hey, look, listen, hey. Yeah. Now that we have the slingshot, we have a ranged weapon, and we can take out these Skullwaltulas. Yay! Skullwaltulas. Oh. Okay, it's on. There we go. Now we can climb up this wall, this vine wall without any hindrance. So just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. Just keep climbing. Speaking of, you guys seen the digitally remastered in 3D Finding Nemo? Me neither. Yes, I own the DVD and it doesn't really change. Yeah, did really well in the box office though. Coming in here, that chest over there, that is your compass. So there's a dungeon map and a compass to every dungeon. Stepping on the switch raises platforms. See, this is your basic, like, you know, puzzle solving, problem solving kind of game, where you know, you trigger something else happens that'll allow you to get somewhere else. That also was very good. They did very clever things with this game, and especially for being like for an N64 3D wise, you could do so much more, and they really like utilized everything like just phenomenally. And I mean, props to Nintendo. I mean, without a doubt, this is like the best game of all time. Like, just revolutionary in every aspect, just good all over. We do want to actually activate these switches again, or the switch, not these switches, pardon me, and hop on over, because there is something else up here. Not this chest, but behind it. There's another Skulltula kind of chilling behind it, and once you kill it, it leaves a gold, you know, medal for you. Or token, I should say. I don't quite know why we have to prove we've killed these gold Skulltulas. Like, how do we get the token? Do we kill them and then, like, rip their skin off? And keep put it in our pocket? Keep put it in our pocket? Another thing about puzzle solving, just brilliant on Nintendo's part. You can look around the room for the Switch and everything, but you see an unlit torch. Navi will tell you about it. Looks like that torch was burning not too long ago. Okay, so you're like, oh, so, you know, we gotta light it again. But how do you do that? Well, what would you do in real life, okay? You'd make a torch, wouldn't you? Wait a minute. Oh, yeah! Yes, I mean, they just went all out. Like, freaking having a stick that's also a weapon, but then, like, multi-use, like, you can light it on fire and do stuff. That's just a staple of Nintendo, like, from then on, like, just creativity. Great. This is a Skulltula, regular one. They're big, they jump, slash, and kill them for you. And then, the reason why rolling, you know, like holding in the control stick would be a very bad idea in this dungeon is because right here we're about to progress by committing suicide. Yep. And that is how you get rid of that web. And then you come down here. And this is the next area. Step on this switch, that'll light a torch over here. And then, now, you have to take that into consideration. Like, what just happened there? Let me get this gold Skulltula real fast, and then I'll tell you all about that. So you do want to collect these gold Skulltulas. There we go. Getting these coins will reward you later. There are 100 of them throughout the land. The actual reward for getting all 100 isn't that great, admittedly, but the prizes along the way are just phenomenal. And, well, I mean, for 100% completion's sake, I'll be collecting all of them, and I'll be showing you where they all are. So. There are a total of 4 in this dungeon. You can only get 3 at the moment. Now, going back to, you know, this whole thing, you want to progress, right? Well, you really can't, because that way's, you know, blocked off. Hopping over here, there's a Deku Baba. Kill that, grab its nuts. And you come over here and there's a web. So, like, what do you do now? There's just a web blocking your way. You're stuck, right? Maybe you can come over here, cut these. No, you can't. So, I do want to know how that got into the Deku Tree, though. Like, it looks like someone would have had to build this stuff. But if you remember stepping on the switch, this place was completely covered in a web. So, ooh, web's flammable. So, light a stick, come over here. There's a little outlet, like a peninsula kind of thing. Come over here and burn the web. It's like, I mean, it's so obvious, but it's brilliant that they would use that, because, you know, video games don't use real life logic. And coming in here, we have another Deku Scrub. Please forgive me, Master. No. Yeah. Oh, that actually hurt my hand. I just bitch slapped my hand, and that hurt. So you have to punish his brothers in the proper order, and that's 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Now, when I was a kid first playing this game, I came back here multiple times, and I would scream at my TV. I was like, do you think I'm a traitor? I'm like, yes! Yes, you're a traitor! And I have blind guy. And to move on, because I could not figure out how to beat his brothers up ahead. I mean, he gave me, I mean, it's obvious now, like, looking at it. 2, 3, 1, 23, number 1. You hit him. There's 3 of them, so 2, 3, then 1. Navi does tell you there can be interesting things in the water, and there are. So you're gonna want to dive here. Coming over here, hit this switch. Again, like, the water physics in this game are really good too. Like, I mean, swimming, diving, all this, like, just crazy cool stuff. And hop on the cosmic brownie, because that's always what I saw. Like, you know those fall brownies or whatever that you get, like little Debbie ones? That's what it reminded me of. Hey, come on over here. Another Skulltula. Power jump will take care of that. Power slash. And yes, Navi, I know! Actually, this is pretty useful. If you did not, if this was your first time playing, you would not know that you could, you know, mess with this block. And there are a lot of block puzzles later on. They do a great job with this first dungeon, setting you up for, like, more. And, so use, like, Link's freaking ridiculous grip strength. And, like, seriously grab chunks of whole rock and pull them. And walk right up. Okay, guys, remember, open the door. Click A. And now we're trapped. And it's been here. Now, it's kind of obvious what you gotta do. 2 torches, Deku stick. Light them. Boom. Roasted. So, that opens the door. You gotta be careful, though, with Deku sticks, because they will burn up if you let them go too long. If you actually jump before you get to that guy. And, hey, we got some Deku seeds. Yeah, small heart seed. Deku seeds. You can see where the, oh my gosh, now I'm doing the, thing. You can see where the floor changes. That indicates that there's something there, and you can see these egg stacks up here. Egg stacks are much easier to deal with before they turn into what they're supposed to be. There we go. Those turn into, I forget what they're called. I really don't want to fight. I'll fight one of them, I guess. Okay, I'll fight 2 of them. These are, probably the hardest enemies in this dungeon. Come on now. Yeah, right here. Because, I mean, I just avoid Goma larvae. I've just always avoided them. They will start charging you head on. Oh! I was gonna not take damage. Okay. Alright, here we go. Then they'll run away. No. Just kind of wait till they're about to charge you, then slash them. I can't believe I got hurt on Goma larva. Oh my god. More webs. You know what to do, obviously. There's a torch like this. Come around here. There is a wall behind here, but we can't do anything about that. That's where that 4th Skulltula I was telling you about is. So, we can do that later, though. Can I save? Nah, I didn't save it. See, it burns up, so I didn't save my stick in time. So let's keep going. Crawling. Crawl. Oh, ye bitches, crawl. Oh, ski, 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 oh, ski, ski, ah, ah. Now coming over here, we're back in that main room. You know, the one where we first fell in. Push the block over here so we have easy access to each side. And come up here. Boom, light that up. Hop on over. And do a barrel roll to light this on fire. To progress to the next area, since we can't fall from anywhere, which is how you would have normally assume you would do it, because that's what you did last time, right? Nope. Zelda's revolutionary. You don't do the same thing over and over again. You do different stuff. And you coming over here, you see, oh, look at that, 3 Deku Scrubs. These might be the brothers the one was talking about. After you hit them with their own balls in the face, they get this blue film over them. Hey, safety first. Gotta protect it. And if you do the right order, this one will start hopping around. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal to you the secret of Queen Goma to you. Okay, let me get this straight. Okay, because your brother earlier told me how to get you out of your little hole, you are that upset, so upset that you're going to reveal the secret of killing your queen to me, as resting inside what apparently is my father. In order to administer the coup de grace, it's really not a coup de grace because it's not merciful. It's just kind of like horrible, like just kill her. I mean, really. But yeah, that is really good advice. I'm glad they do that for you, because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to feel very afraid and making everything very foreboding. And, okay, yeah, no, the wall closed. That's great. You hear a lot of rustling. Where is that coming from? You can look around the room, but it's really dark and you're not going to find anything. But if you look at the top of your screen, you kind of see a light flickering. Is that a lantern? Maybe so. Ah, it's an eye! Mother of God. What is it? This is Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. This is your first boss. Goma, when her eye turns red, stun her, and then just jump attack, jump attack, jump attack. Or the other method is use Deku sticks. Now she's gonna climb up the nearest wall or pillar, and she'll get on top of you, and she's gonna start trying to give birth. Well, we don't like women in labor, so we're gonna shoot her in the eye while she's doing that, because her eye is in fact red while she tries to give birth. Well, that's it. Literally, guys, like it's that fast. That's how easy this first boss is. It looks very intimidating because it's large and this is 3D and it's kick-ass, but not hard. She will produce Goma larvae, which is what she does, so while she's giving birth, just shoot her in the eye again and voila. So, as a staple in any Zelda game, come over here, pick up your heart container, and yeah, hells yes. Now we have 4 units of health. I can never do this dungeon without taking damage. Not because of the Goma larvae, I usually just avoid those, but because of that, Goma fight, like that end right there, it's a cutscene. She jumps up and it hurts me as she jumps up, so.